Welcome to Foglight Video Solutions. This video will detail how to view change tracking in SQL PI. My name is John Sakalauskas, and I'm a technical product specialist for the Foglight product. This video will cover how to view change tracking included in the SQL Performance Investigator, SQL PI, for SQL Server, Oracle, and SQL Server Analysis Services, SSAS. Change tracking is an integrated monitoring mechanism. It periodically tracks changes in environments and activity that can potentially influence system performance and enables the user to view correlation between occurrences of changes and SQL Server's activities and behavior patterns. Use the categories filter mechanism to refine the set of displayed change tracking occurrences. These categories are displayed on the right-hand side of the pane. In SQL Server, these categories include accounts, the addition and deletion of the login accounts, database configuration, for each database in an MS SQL instance, configuration parameters, file group parameters, files, data and log, location, size, and status. Database objects, for each database in an MS SQL instance, any schema object, tables, indexes, and their partitions and subpartitions, clustered and non-clustered indexes, constraints, views, functions, procedures, types, and triggers. For example, altering a table, or altering or rebuilding an index. Execution plan. SQL PI captures SQL statements whose execution plans have changed. When an execution plan has unintentionally changed, the outcome can result in SQL performance degradation. Therefore, it is essential you investigate the change. By clicking the Properties button to graphically display the execution plan before and after the change to verify that the nature and outcome of the change improves SQL performance. Master configuration. Track changes to SP configure settings and DBCC trace flags. System configuration. Hardware and operating system configuration, for example, disks and network interfaces, NIC, amount of RAM, CPU count, device installations, and swap space allocation. In Oracle, the change tracking categories include execution plan, SQL statements whose execution plans have changed. Unsuitable execution plans can result in SQL performance degradation. Oracle configuration, instance level configuration such as init.aura parameters, location of files, data, log, and control, size, and status. Oracle schema, any schema object such as tables and indexes and their partitions, clusters, constraints, views, and materialized views. System configuration, hardware and operating system configuration such as OS global parameters, amount of RAM, and number of CPU units. User defined, used for documented changes inserted manually by the user, which can affect performance. Recording this activity can assist in determining whether a change in performance can be directly associated with this event. For SQL Server Analysis Services, the change tracking categories include metadata, report on changes to the analysis services server configuration and to the underlying database's schema. System configuration, hardware and operating system configuration, for example, disks and network interfaces, NICs, amount of RAM, CPU count, device installations, and swap space allocation. User defined, used for manually documenting user changes that may affect performance. Recording this activity can assist in determining whether a change in performance can be directly associated with this event. To begin, log into the Foglight console. Navigate to the Global View Databases dashboard if you are not already there. Select a database agent monitored with SQL PI. In this example, we will use a SQL Server agent. Select the SQL PI panel for this agent. In the zonar, I'll extend the time range to the past 4 hours. Next, we will select the instance view because selecting a specific dimension, such as databases, files, or disks, from the performance tree will display only the changes made in this specific dimension. The instance view displays all changes made. Click Advanced Analytics. In the panel that appears, colored dots are superimposed over the resource consumption chart. Each dot corresponds to a change tracking category. These can be selected from the list on the right side of the panel with a count of the number of this event logged during the selected time range. In the panel below, there is a list of all of the changes recorded by the change tracking mechanism during the time period selected. Each event includes the time and date, a description of the event, the category, and may also include the user the event was attributed to for events such as creating a new database table. By clicking the Add Change button, a user-defined change can be added. Enter the date and a brief description of the event to add a new change to the panel. Then click the OK button. Change tracking collections are run at different frequencies, depending on the change tracking category. For example, by default, account changes are checked every 24 hours, while database objects are checked once every hour. This means that if a user makes any change to a user account, it would not be visible on the PI dashboard until up to 24 hours later. These durations are controlled by hidden agent status property settings and can be changed using a Groovy script in the Foglight script console. To learn more about Foglight for databases, visit us at support.quest.com. For quick support questions, follow us at Quest Experts on Twitter.